Tuna is a large migratory fish belonging to the order Perciformes, the mackerel family. Tuna can grow up to 2 to 3 meters long depending on the species, making it one of the largest carnivorous fish found in the world's oceans. There are many types of tuna. Large tuna species that often appear in Japanese meals include bluefin tuna, southern bluefin tuna, yellowfin tuna, big-eye tuna and albacore tuna. Tuna breathe by swimming, taking seawater into their mouth and then excreting it through the gills, so if they stop swimming, they will die. For this reason, from birth until death, they never stop swimming, even while sleeping. The tuna's body has a slim shape suitable for swimming and is highly athletic, sometimes swimming at speeds of up to 100 kilometers per hour. They prefer waters where the water temperature is slightly lower than their body temperature and live by migrating across large areas from north to south in summer and winter, following ocean currents. Tuna can grow up to 2 to 3 meters long depending on the species, making it one of the largest carnivorous fish found in the world's oceans. Tuna survive by swimming continuously, so they need a large amount of food to maintain their strength. Food includes small to medium-sized fish, crustaceans and squid. Tuna is a highly ranked creature in the marine ecosystem. There are many types of tuna. Large tuna species commonly found in the Japanese diet include bluefin tuna, southern bluefin tuna, yellowfin tuna, big-eye tuna, and albacore tuna. King of tuna, also sold as bluefin tuna. It is also enjoyed as a fatty tuna and is often used as sashimi. Bluefin tuna is mainly distributed in the temperate North Pacific between 20 and 40 degrees north latitude. On the other hand, another species, the Atlantic bluefin tuna, lives in the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. The main spawning locations, seasons and ages of bluefin tuna broodstock are around the Nansei Islands, April to July, 8 years old and up, Sea of Japan, July to August, 3 to 6 years old, and off the coast of Sanriku, May to August, 6 to 8 years old. After hatching, they migrate along the coast of Japan in search of food, but some of them cross the Pacific Ocean when they are about a year old, spending a few years on the west coast of the American continent and then that returns to the surrounding area. Japan to reproduce, I will come. It takes 3 to 5 years for bluefin tuna to reproduce. Bluefin tuna catches at their peak were more than 35,000 tons but have dropped to just over 10,000 tons in recent years. The global catch was about 12,000 tons, with Japan, Mexico, Taiwan, South Korea, the United States and Taiwan having the largest catches. Among them, Japan is the world's largest fishing country, catching about 60% of the total catch of about 7,500 tons. In addition, the bluefin tuna fishery is characterized by a large number of immature catches, accounting for 95% of the total catch. In recent years, bluefin tuna consumption has been increasing both domestically and internationally, reaching 37,000 fish in 2018, an increase of 1.5 times compared to 2012. This increase in consumption is largely supported by the supply of farmed bluefin tuna. Furthermore, Japan is the world's largest consumer of bluefin tuna, accounting for 76% of the world's bluefin tuna consumption. Japan is the country with the largest catch and consumption of bluefin tuna in the world, and has a large spawning ground right on its coast, so it can be said that Japan has a great responsibility and role in establishing a sustainable bluefin tuna. Tuna is loved by Japanese people as the representative of sushi and there are 4 main types of tuna fishing methods currently used in Japan: net fishing, sen fishing, yellow line fishing, and fishing with rods. Line fishing is the main method of catching tuna. Ships with a tonnage of 120 tons or more are classified as offshore ships. Ships under 120 tons are coastal ships. Ships under 10 tons are small ships. In Japan, more than 70% of these activities take place in remote waters. Tuna are caught by attaching bait to hooks and hanging them into the sea. Branch lines, Edanawa, with hooks about 50 meters apart are attached to the main line, Mikanawa. The length of the main rope is 300 meters to 350 meters and is counted as one rope, and about 500 ropes are thrown in one operation. The length of the rope cast once is 150 kilometers to 200 kilometers. The number of hooks is 2,500 to 3,000. It took about 5 hours to complete the rope, then another 5 hours waiting for the tuna to catch and about 12 hours to pull the rope down to the boat. Tuna longline fishing is said to have first started in Japan during the Edo period on the Boso Peninsula in Chiba Prefecture. This is a traditional fishing method that originated in Japan and has spread throughout the world. Because long lines allow you to catch only the fish you are targeting, this is a fishing method that causes less damage to the ecosystem than seine fishing. Yellow line tuna fishing is mainly carried out in the Pacific and Indian Oceans. Because this is hard work and once they go fishing, they cannot return for more than a year, some crew members are foreigners. When you think about tuna, it's such a famous fishing method that many people say, fishing with Oma's rod. This method involves taking a small boat out to sea where tuna migrate and catching a tuna with a fishing rod. This job takes a lot of time because you have to catch each fish one by one, but the fish are still good, with few scratches, so the price per fish will be better. When it comes to large tuna, you will have to go back to the fishing port many times because you will not be able to load all the tuna on the boat. Bluefin tuna fishing is a popular fishing activity in Hokkaido and the Tsugaru Strait. Tuna are often targeted by casting, but jigging is effective when there is no surface reaction. This is an attractive type of fishing. You can catch large fish over 50 kilograms. A strong tackle is essential when targeting large bluefin tuna. Choose a reel that has the power to float a large tuna with powerful spinning power. Additionally, hardness that can withstand the strength and speed of bluefin tuna is essential. You must choose a reel with a wire capacity that can be wound through a wire length that can withstand the first strong run. As for the type of reel, a spinning reel is enough, but we recommend using a bait casting reel that does not put stress on your body and allows for powerful fishing. Furthermore, a drag force that can withstand the running of bluefin tuna is essential. Bluefin tuna are valuable targets but are difficult to encounter due to their large size. Choose a fishing reel that allows you to face big fish with confidence. The line you use will vary depending on the ocean area and your boat's accommodations. But when targeting bluefin tuna, we recommend using P-line size 5 or larger. For bluefin tuna weighing less than 30 kilograms, you can fight with a light line of size 3 or 4, but because you cannot choose the size, you should use a line strong enough to ensure safety. The fishing line needs to be heavily wound to withstand the first run of the bluefin tuna. Make sure you have at least 300 meters of road around it. To deal with tuna, you must pay special attention to drag performance. To float a strong tuna, strong drag is of course essential. It is recommended to use reels with a maximum pulling force of at least 10 kilograms. Additionally, unless you use high-strength traction, the traction will jam and stop working. This bait casting reel has specifications that allow it to face large targets. Equipped with large diameter cork traction washers that can withstand prolonged battles and the pull of large targets, allowing you to confidently engage with large targets. This is a fishing reel that allows you to enjoy intense bluefin tuna fishing with rich Trolling involves attaching bait or other artificial bait to the end of the fishing line, leaning the rod against the stern of the boat, and running the boat to catch fish. Trolling is popular with many people because of its dynamic nature, but the appeal of trolling is that it is suitable for catching large fish. In addition to marlin fish such as marlin and black marlin, you can also catch bluefin tuna and bluefin tuna by trolling. Adult marlin usually reach a total length of 3 meters and weigh more than 100 kilograms. Fishing with large boats or fast cruises is popular for marlin fishing. Some marlin species can weigh up to 250 kilograms, so you must use a specially designed fishing rod to fish. We recommend choosing sturdy materials like fiberglass and materials with sturdy aluminum frames. If the upper guide bar is a roller guide type, friction will be significantly reduced. Trolling rods can also be selected based on pounds, so if you're targeting large fish like marlin, you'll need something from 80 pounds or more. On the other hand, for light fishing, 30 pounds should be used, and for mid-range fishing, 50 pounds should be used. Lure fishing has developed in recent years, and it is now possible to catch almost any type of fish. There are 2 types of marlin fishing: live bait fishing and live bait fishing, but bait fishing is very popular in Japan. Marlin are fast swimmers, reaching speeds of up to 100 kilometers per hour, so it is important to choose a lure that is compatible with high-speed cruiser fishing. Artificial lures imitating small fish or squid are preferred for marlin fishing, and soft lures should be used over hard lures. You can expect good results if you use baits made of plastic materials that emit fine air bubbles, or bait patterns such as squid baits or octopus baits. The key to catching strong marlin is to set the drag. If you set this setting too strongly, the line will break as soon as the marlin is hooked, and if you set it too loose, the line will pull out and there is a risk that the hook may come off midway. Before going fishing, it is important to use a drag tester to adjust the drag of your reel. If you relax a little, you can play with marlin fish for a long time. Fluorocarbon shock leader is recommended for marlin fishing. Just tie a 6-foot knot and tie on a 130-pound fighting leader to prevent scratches, and you're ready to compete. Marlins have a protruding, horn-like upper jaw called a proboscis, so measures should be taken to avoid scratches. Fishing is a great way to catch large fish like marlin. Marlins can grow up to 3 meters long and weigh more than 250 kilograms, so you need the right equipment to catch them. In addition to preparing tools made of sturdy materials, it is also necessary to carefully set the traction setting. According to ISC's 2020 report, the total bluefin tuna stock in 2018 was 82,212 tons. The brood stock, spawning fish stock, was 28,228 tons, and the number of juvenile fish caught from now on is about 466 tons, which turns out to be 1 million tails. Considering that in 2010, the number of fingerlings dropped to a historic low of 10,837 tons, less than half of 2018, it can be said that bluefin tuna stocks are gradually recovering. However, the situation is still at a low level of only 4.5% of the initial inventory, estimated inventory before fishing begins, so we cannot digress. In addition, the Fisheries Agency evaluates the stock status of some tuna species into 3 levels, but bluefin tuna is still assessed as low. In response to the decline in bluefin tuna stocks in recent years, WCPFC has implemented effective conservation management to reduce juvenile catches by 50% since 2015, with the goal of target to restore 20% of original reserves by 2034. Conservation management measures, CMM, are being implemented, Table 1.3. Additionally, in 2018, the harvest strategy was launched, which required setting inventory recovery targets, implementing stricter management measures if the probability of achieving the target was below 60%, and implement stricter management measures. Verify the effectiveness of. Thanks to these conservation and management measures, fishing pressure on juvenile fish has decreased, and as a result bluefin tuna stocks, which at one point had fallen to less than 2.6% of their original stocks, have recovered.